What's good, y'all? How we all doing? Ross back. I know it's been a minute. I've been trading, of course. I've been trading and stuff. It hasn't been the best, but I'm back trying to lock in and stuff. So yeah, today's gonna be a little bit different video. I've been doing some back testing, and I want to kind of show you guys. I'm sure if you guys, I'm sure a lot of you guys have been hearing about top and bottom ticking. And I've been doing some research. I've been, trying to set me a little strategy together, and I kind of think I found something that works really well. I'm gonna try this, starting Monday. If I can look for a nice top bottom tick setup, it'd be perfect. So right now I'm gonna show you. This is like a prime example of a good back test of a top and bottom tick. So first thing first, you want to have a higher time frame for value gap. As we can see, higher time frame for value gap right here is this 4 hour gap. Okay, 1 hour, 4 hour daily, whatever. Another thing that you want is a rejection lock between the 15 minute and all the way towards the 4 hour. 15 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, or like the best three. Okay. Um, Now I feel like the lowest I'll go is maybe the 5 minute. Nothing lower, okay? Because sometimes it's not. I wouldn't say that's really definitive. That could just. You always have to look at higher time frame. Higher time frame is always gonna be the best. But depending on the situations, like right here, for example, um, I didn't take it straight in live market, but I had did it FX replay and it worked out. So pretty much what I would do, right? Um, you need to have your draw, right? So um, you look at number four. Look at this. You're going to target either London lows or highs. Possibly Asia if the draw liquidity is strong, right? This right here is Asia, but London, I didn't take Asia. So, all right, we're not going to target Asia. What do we have to work with? London lows here, London lows here, and right here, this literally right here, example of a rejection block as well, here. So after we have, after we identify higher time frame, right? um, Draws like the 4 hours for value gap, 1 hour daily. After we have a rejection block, whether it's 15, 1 hour, 4 hour, maybe the 5 minute, depending on what the day is looking like, right? We're gonna set our limit order. Now, I couldn't really set it perfectly because it's FX replay, but when you set your limit order for this, you want it with the consequent encroachment of the rejection block's wick. So about 50, which is 50% of the wick. So the halfway point. So the halfway point of this wick would be right here. So ideally, this is where you want your limit order. And this is where, yeah, I would want my limit order here. So we don't come into it yet. And a rejection block pretty much is a candle, right? That has a high, low, and a low, right? This isn't a clean rejection block because there's no wick, but it is still a rejection block, right? That's why I also say higher time frame ones are much better. But honestly, if you don't feel like trying to really spot out all your rejection blocks, you don't need to. All you need to do, I just go to indicators, right? Um, Let me sorry. I'll show you. Go to indicators and look up this rejection block right here. This is the one that I'm using. Rejection blocks, taking profits. Um, Seems to work fine. I mean, this is FX replay, so hopefully it'll be more accurate. Hopefully it'll be decent in when the market is moving. But this is the one I'm using. It labeled it perfectly. So yeah, ideally this is where you would set your limit, and then you would have your stop, right? Because we're trading into a 5 minute and a 4 hour. You would have your stop above the 5 minute, right? So sorry. Um, so let's just say we sell for two cons, whatever. Remember, okay, this is let's just pretend like the limit order was right here. Okay, I can't get it perfect due to it being FX replays, but stop loss above here. right? You get it perfectly right here, better R, better risk reward. Oh, and lastly, what I forgot to say is we're going to look for anything about 1 to 8 to 1 to 2, from a 1 to 8 risk reward all the way to like a 1 to 20 risk reward ratio, depending on the day, right? So we can look for something that's like a 1 to 20, 1 to 17 because you still have these London lows here, right? Now remember, keep in mind, if we're trading in all-time highs, sometimes the market it might just run away from these, right? But that's why you gotta take the risk, do some analysis, and see what happens. I feel like since we're at all-time highs right now, I feel like bottom ticking will be so much better, much more better, because right, I feel like bottom ticking in London would probably, it looks like it would be pretty decent, because if you bottom tick this right here off of this rejection block, you target either London's previous high, yeah, I would just say target this data high right here. I wouldn't I wouldn't target New York last hour. I would just target this data high, honestly, because look at here, this is an area, we came into a gap and it started to trade lower, broke structure to the downside. So just target about this. That's good enough. But let's just want to show you guys how this will play out. Take profit all the way down here, and then right, take profit. You can either, I would set it about 50% of this gap because there is a rejection block down here. So you see how this wick I would set it about right there. So I want to try to show you guys it. So let's just see what this R to R would be if we, if I took this, remember, stop is above the rejection. Take profit is all the way down here at this London objective. Okay, so pretty much like a 1 to 9, right? It's just 7, but about like a 1 to 9 risk reward, which is really good. All right, I could be wrong with this, but it's up there. It's between 1 to 8 and 1 to 20. This is a high R to R. So let's just see how this will play out. So you officially get tagged in. Almost would get stopped out. You almost would get stopped out. Well, no. Here's the thing. I wouldn't actually get stopped out because I would actually have my entry here. Remember, this is where the original entry would be. I just have to do it like this because this is just the way it is on here. Immediately, the moment I see this, stops get set at break even. For this, I would, once we take out this level here, I would probably start to kind of trail my stops pretty hard because it can definitely stop here. So let's just see. So it just dumps. All right, so now that we get all the way down here, I am going to secure, $3,000 here. $3,000 is secured right here, and whatever happens is whatever happens. This strong draw, and see if we come up. All right, so yeah, we get tapped out, and yeah, but then eventually it goes down. So you can, if you want to, you can hold, right? You can hold this, right? But there's nothing wrong with securing that 3,000, whatever. Okay. So you can either hold this, keep your stops about like literally just sitting at break even about right here, and you can target. If your draw is strong, target this. You know what I'm saying? This is, yeah, a little retracement back into this 5-minute gap. Trades lower. Take out this. Boom. And you could possibly look to bottom tick this. So let's just say if you bottom tick this, let's see what would happen. You bottom tick and then you target these highs again. Okay, so you would get stopped out. You would got stopped out. Now, But remember, we just, I just said it, but this wasn't something that I was looking for. But this right here had all of this, all of this shit right here aligned for this 5 minute top tip. Okay, this is perfect, really good top tip. And yeah, this is, I would say, write this down, take a screenshot of this, do what you need to do. But this right here, this all right here, this is what you, honestly, this is literally the strategy I would say to kind of look at and to try and use. I think it's really, looks really good. A lot of people really use this strategy when it comes to the top and bottom ticking. Okay, you just have to, with this, you just gotta really be on your shit. You gotta really be paying attention to the market, and it should be fun. I think this is really good. But yeah, if you don't want to try and just throw on this indicator, rejection block, throw on this indicator, um, and yeah, it should be perfect. It should be simple, just like that. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be more. I'm gonna go back to be more consistent really soon. I'm gonna make my Instagram so I can start posting reels, because reels get a lot of traction. So yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I love y'all, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Okay.